used to be in the church. I grew up in the church.
Get all comfortable.
And I will always see women pray to God for a good man. Send me this man that I deserve. But then I always would ask my mom, and she would pop me in the mouth. And I would ask my mom.
I'm on her side. I'm about to do it right now.
Honestly, and this is how my brain works. This is not a joke. This is real. I would ask my mom. I would say, well, what about him? Like, why would God mess his life up by giving him you?
Oh, shit.
So you first of all actually treats you. Now back to him.
But go back.
If I was a grown-ass man, I would only date single mothers.
What?
Here's my explanation. There is something about when I had my child that literally grew me the fuck up.
Come on.
It grew me up.
Come on.
It calmed me down.
Are you supporting this?
He is. Because it's the truth. When a woman gives birth, when a woman carries a child and has that child, it's like another level unlocks in you. Like something different happens.
Okay.
And when I tell you, what's wrong with you? I'm going to say, okay, for some. I'll say that for some.
Yeah, because it's not for everybody. You got deadbeat mothers out there, too.
I give y'all that. But the truth of the matter is, overall, especially when it comes to a single mother raising a kid by herself, she chose to keep that baby and stay. She raising that child. She's doing what the responsible person will be doing.
Until he say, you ain't my daddy.
They don't say that for real.
Until he say, you not my daddy.
They don't be saying that. My kids ain't never told me no shit like that. But I also
Why would the kids
I also don't
tell you
talk to
that?
their mom. I let them know I'm just the extra pillar here, baby. I'm not trying to replace your mom.
That part, too.
So why you be so mad about the stepdad?
Because he
you the
don't.
stepdaddy.
Because listen,
I got deals.
a kid is always gonna seek to find the person that created him.
Okay.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, though.
That's true. That's true.
Ooh.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna address you tonight.
I'm ready.
Real talk. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell ladies. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a second, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is the honest to God truth. And your man not gonna tell you this, so don't check him later on tonight once I give you the information. Okay? Most guys, if they had to do it all over again, because they say they there for their kids, even if they mad at you. If they had to do it all over again in a lot of instances, and they not gonna tell you this, that kid would never exist.
Same thing with women. It's a lot of women that would
No,
impose
no, no,
their
no.
legs to them losers.
Take it in for a minute.
I took it in for a minute. That's how I got Chandler.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If he had to do it all over again, that kid would never exist. Yeah. Meaning that they regret ever being with you in the first place.
Do you know that shoe goes two ways?
So
It definitely go two ways.
If your baby daddy don't like you, what makes you qualify for an upgrade? Why do y'all standards get better when your circumstances get worse?
Just because you dealt with a man that didn't do right by you don't mean you don't deserve what you supposed to have.
You deserve a better one.
What you mean? Why? What? So you telling me that because I already have children that I don't deserve a good man?
Yes.
That don't make no sense at all. That don't make no sense at all.
All right, so listen.
That's crazy.
How long
But I'm so glad that the world
Is it crazy though? Let's keep listening.
don't work the way he thinks it should because we have a lot of people that'll be just assed out.
Now, do you mean? No, hold on one second. I got a question.
but let me give her a solution.
I got a question. Do you think that she don't deserve a good man, period, or do you want her not to have a date at all until the kids are 18?
No, I want her to go back with her baby daddy.
But he a piece of
And
shit.
I would never.
Listen, okay.
But you picked him, and not only did you pick him, but you also chose to have babies by him. I never understand when women try to flip the narrative of a decision that they made to, prevent themselves from holding each other accountable. Like you see that animosity and I would never. Woman, you had a child with him. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go to the extreme by saying never. But I also get the point that he's trying to make, where it's basically like, yo, it's a L for a man who doesn't have a kid to step up for and be the stepfather. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the kid is not yours, obviously, for the kid to end up disrespecting you, or you just don't have the same authority. You don't have the same control over that child as you would like because they actually do have their own father. And it's just like, I see the L's that he's going to probably highlight throughout this conversation, but for the lady to sit there and be like, and I would never go back to him. Woman, you had a child by him.
And I would never.
The guy that you open up your legs to is your husband.
20 years ago. Do you know how old these kids are? These kids teenagers.
The
She
guy-
gave him some coochie before she even knew how to use that coochie.
First of all, see, my situation might not be everybody's situation. I had my kids young. You know, I had my children young. So, to be honest with you, I agree with him when he said you look for your father. I didn't have that. I didn't have my father. I didn't have a male in my life that really like taught me what a man was supposed to be. So I really was walking around blind trying to figure it out. I'm running into people. If I knew better, I would have vetted. You feel me? I didn't know what that was at 16. I didn't know what that was.
But listen, it goes back to the original conversation that I was having. And I said that women are selfish. When I grew up, I used to be in the church. I grew up in the church. And I will always see women pray to God for a good man. Send me this man that I deserve. But then I always would ask my mom, and she would pop me in the mouth. And I would ask my mom.
I'm on her side. I'm about to do it right now.
Honestly, and this is how my brain works. This is not a joke. This is real. I would ask my mom. I would say, well, what about him? Like, why would God mess his life up by giving him you?
Oh, shit.
So you first of all,
Damn. Yo, shit.
So what I never heard you say. For some reason, you don't make men take accountability for their choices.
No, you missing
You
what I'm
blame.
saying. Like, why would God mess his life up by giving him you?
so you first of all, so
what I never hear you
honest to God
say.
truth.
For some reason, you don't make men take accountability for their choices.
No, you missing
You
what I'm
blame
saying.
women for everything. No, you never make men take accountability for what they do.
I do, but what I'm saying is, this
I don't
guy,
get that. Why is it always the woman's fault?
Because when you think
How?
about it, what I was taught in church was you treat people how you want to be treated.
Thanks.
Some of these women, guys know what they qualify for. They know they don't qualify for the top
Thanks.
woman. Women will take the best option knowing that she gonna mess his life up, knowing that she gonna slow him down. When them women was in church praying, and I would look at her, and I would look at that booger wolf.
that is not nice.
So,
you
you-
can't call
but
people
this the
booger
thing.
wolves in church.
But everybody think they deserve Idris Elba.
But he not talking about the men who decided to date that though.
Everybody deserve Idris Elba, no matter what you look like.
Let me give you some.
These men
Come
still
on.
made the decision to deal with these
Let
women.
me tell
It's
you-
all
let me-
these women who got kids, who got remarried, or got with other men, and these men chose to be with these women though.
So let me
They
help you
made a
out.
decision to be with these men, these women too. So I'm not understanding.
All I know, I got you too, Kay. But all I know is when I heard that prayer, I would just say rebuke that.
Anton, right?
What do you think there is? Hold on, I got a question. I got a question.
In Jesus' name.
Hold on. Do you think there is a surplus?
Hallelujah.
Hold on. I got a question for you, for real, in real life. Do you think it's a surplus of good men? Because let me tell you, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Definitely
it's
not.
It is.
It's not.
I believe they out here. They out here.
It's not. It's
They
a
got-
bunch
they
of.
got- no. Y'all.
It's God made 6 good niggas and 4 of them in the audience. Ladies, roll the dice.
That's because you call them. That's because you call them
It's a lot
niggas.
more.
Come
Y'all-
on, man.
y'all
Like, is she trying to draw the narrative that they aren't good men? Yo, the problem is the good men are right in front of them. They're just called lames. You know what I mean? They're called squares. You know what I mean? Like, they're either soft-spoken, short, lack a lot of masculinity, seem like a pushover. He's not a crash dummy. Like, these good men are right in front of them. They're called the nice guy. Let's keep it a beat, bro. Like, it's the fact that women try to act like good men don't exist because of the bad choices that they've made. No, the good men do exist. You just ignore them throughout your entire life. And when you date that one guy that you want, the one with the edge, the one that has the chicks, the one that you can't trust, the one that's tall and he's toxic and he picks up his phone when he wants, like, whenever you get what you ask for and it doesn't go your way, you group all men as being toxic or ain't shit. It's fascinating.
You know what y'all call them? Y'all
But
call
good
them
men are
lames.
everywhere, bro. Let's,
They do be lame.
No, see? And then they grew up.
bro.
okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lot more.
Y'all know what y'all call them? Y'all call them lames.
They do
Yo.
be lame.
No, see? And then
Squares.
They grew up.
That's okay.
They grew up. Now y'all at the tech conferences trying to highlight my homeboys.
They be out here.
The reality is that y'all wanted the dope boys.
Yeah, your type was
And now,
fucking
and
you
now,
up.
no. And now that he
You said your type was
now
fucking
that he
you
got
up.
a felony and he can't get a job,
We gonna start a business.
She get on my nerves so bad.
We gonna start a business and get a loan from the bank, nigga.
I see women today, they don't even like guys that got regular jobs no more.
Clock it.
Women that just use the N-word like that, y'all lose major points for me. It doesn't even sound right coming out of her mouth, to be honest, but I guess. Woman, you're on the panel with a microphone, bro.
I'm not mad at that. You.
They don't like guys that got regular
How much-
jobs.
You know what though? Let's talk about this.
And then you want to complain about your health care coverage.
Let's talk about this. I think that. All right, audience reset, nigga. Y'all ain't got mics. I do think that social media has given people a false idea that they have options that they don't have. Just because a person is in your DM saying, hey, you cute, or sending you a dick pic, that's really all that is. They literally are not they're not trying to sit you down, they're not trying to wife you, they're not trying to date you, they're trying to fuck. And I think so many of us see the options, and you think the options are so open that, oh, this person getting on your nerves, oh, you chewing too loud, bye. Y'all gotta try a little bit harder with
that's
these
the
niggas.
problem, though. I'm glad you said that, because in the Bible, it said confuse thy enemy, right?
Why you keep talking about the Bible, you atheist?
Whoa, now.
Didn't we tell him not to talk about the Bible?
Wait, hold on.
Definitely told you don't speak on the
Time
Bible.
out. In the Bible, say
You better leave Big G alone.
I'm trying to help y'all out.
You ain't helping nothing.
Your Sky Daddy sent this message. Crystal is y'all enemy, okay? Listen, what Crystal saying applies to Crystal and Crystal only, all right?
That's not true.
When Crystal got kids, she still look good. This what you like to call a bad bitch on the bargain, okay?
Oh, shit.
That's Crystal. But y'all, I'm looking at some of y'all ain't gonna get what Crystal got. So
Cut that beard off. You want to talk about looks, nigga.
I grew this.
Yo.
I grew this.
That has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. I could look the way I look and just be a trash ass bitch,
You
and
think-
it's just not gonna happen for me.
Hold on, so wait, you think a dude would take you as is if you look like her?
Who is her?
Who is
Never
her?
mind. Don't do it. Never mind.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay,
No, I'm
yeah.
just saying
I was gonna say, don't you dare point nobody
Now, what
out.
I am gonna say this. Now, the physical do get people attention first, but you're human. That's human.
That's normal.
That's what people
More
do.
people put up with your shit because you look like you.
That's
Yes.
not true.
Yes.
That's
What?
not true.
Stop.
true.
Stop
Come
dating
on,
these women
man. Come on.
based off of where they are. Because you're going to be much greater than you are right now.
But you
No,
talk.
hold on. Don't deal with women based off of where they are. Find women based off of where you're going. When you dealing with a woman and you basing your standards off of where you are, you will take anything. You will take her based off of what she look like. She not built for the rooms that you're going to be in. And so what that means for the women is that y'all got to get y'all game together. Because the guys that y'all call lame, they not going to be lame for the rest of their life.
They're
going to be some of the most phenomenal dudes. They're going to be the ones that create the companies. They're going to be the ones that got the benefits, and they're going to be the ones y'all going to want to take care of y'all badass kids.
Agreed.
But I pray against your kids, because I don't want...
Why would you pray against the children?
Man, listen.
But
I don't know what Anton talking
what
about.
you
man.
just said is applicable. What you just said is applicable to women as well. A lot of the times, women date in potential, thinking you can build a man up, thinking you can just pour into him and be his damn near mama, sister, cousin, whatever.
Can't fix
and
the dope
you
man.
can't. So what you just said applies to both women and men. Stop trying to date somebody for potential, but think about where they're going. But where they are right now matters too. Cause shit, nigga, is you really working on it, or are you just a dreamer?
No, I see.
Because what happens to the people that are saying I'm going to do this and this, but they're not necessarily working
But
toward
y'all
it. They just want it. They just want it.
You're assuming
Hey, Anton,
that
it's a
these
lot of
guys...
it's a lot of dudes.
You know what's so
lying,
funny?
bro.
Because
Okay.
you
It's a lot of
introduce
dudes
your
lying.
kids and you think that we like your kids. We don't like your kids.
First of all, Anton, don't you say no shit like that when you just met Chandler today.
No, I love Chandler.
Oh.
Chandler is an exception.
Huh.
But your kids are cuter than you. Like, even when you post them online, they're not as cute to us as they are to you. Honest to God. You ain't got to post your kids
Bullshit.
no more. We don't care about your kids. Your kid got a snotty nose.
You don't care.
and they're going to
They
grow
don't
up
care.
and they're going to
Got a
grow up
snotty
and
nose,
steal
too.
my kids'
I
headcats.
want to know what lady with kids fucked you over, because baby, you be hurt about them stepmamas.
His ex?
Nah, I just think that the whole community is messed up because we keep celebrating trash culture. That's all.
I do
I'm
think
messed up.
I
trash
agree.
culture.
How am I messed up?
I do think that, like I said, I think social media gives us this false identity that we have more options than we actually have.
And we don't.
That we have, even when it comes to friendship, just because that girl liking your pictures, just because she commenting, just because she hitting you with the twin, that don't mean that bitch like you.
Exactly. She
I
wants
done had girls sit up in my face and friend, hey girl, hey. Whole time hate me.
That's your friend.
No, that's
Well,
that
she want her
crazy
life.
shit. That's that crazy shit in real life. Chula, what was you about to say?
No, I was just speaking on the whole situation. Like, you know, it's somebody out there for everybody, right?
No.
And it's always going to be another person.
He said
who
nah.
Pretty much visualizes their life and say, listen, I want a woman like this. And it might not be what bro like. It might be what somebody like, you know? And everybody going to, you know, be successful in their own right. Because I'm looking at it like, I don't believe that successful men just going to go after this type of woman. Because I didn't.
Nah, see, this is why we got to get back to arranged marriages, all right?
I'm not.
No, listen.
I ain't wrong with it.
Hey, when your daddy was trading y'all for livestock, the system was working.
My daddy can't keep a cow alive.
This the thing though. I hear you.
He not lying.
But that would work if fathers actually stayed in their daughters' lives.
Tell your mama stop running them away.
We got situations where these men
Why
are
is
not
it-
stepping up to the plate and they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Paul.
They're not being fathers. Even if they break up with the mama, they breaking up with their kids too. So if you sit here and saying that your daddy gonna make the right decision for you to be with the right man, he left. So who left to make
Most
the decision
guys-
for you?
Can we talk about this real quick though? Because why is it that the energy is always deflected from the man and always blame the woman? You just said why your mama
Every
running
time.
him away.
Every
It ain't
time.
shit nobody could do on this earth to keep me away from my goddamn kids. And if you a grown ass man and you ain't taking care of your goddamn seeds, you a suck ass nigga.
That's a
period.
fact. That's a fact.
There is no way around it.
That's the
all
toxic
this running,
section.
all this
Violence.
running people away, or
I found
oh,
the toxic section.
That's a fact.
that's where my
I
cousin's
found-
saying,
I
"Hey, you
found
all,
you.
hey cousins."
Yeah, that's
They
the
ain't
toxic
toxic.
section.
No, that's not toxic. That's real. Y'all gotta stop thinking that just because somebody listen, it's 20,000 ways to bake cookies, nigga. You can make cookies with chocolate chips. You can make oatmeal raisins. You can make peanut butter cookies, nigga. Just because you don't like the cookies I'm making, then go back home to your woman and
But
let
see,
her
that's
make
the
you some
problem.
goddamn cookies.
Now listen.
Somebody else might like my goddamn cookies.
Now listen, when it comes to that right there, right? People see that. People see when the man leaves. When the man leaves or whatever the case is, you got men like me like, what the fuck? Why the hell would you even leave this situation over here? This woman, all right, let me
That's
turn
the
her up.
vetting
Let me show
process.
you what time it is for real. Let me show you
He
how
said the
great
vetting
you can be.
process.
You got those situations where you see Sierra with Future. Now you see Sierra with Russell. It's a
Yeah.
whole different ball game.
Whole
now.
different ball game.
Whole
Yeah,
different
but what
ball game.
about
Whole different
Sierra with
ball
Bow
game.
Wow? Sierra with 50. Sierra with
You talking about when she was
That's right.
16?
I hear that. But
This
then-
nigga brought up who she dated when she was 16.
But
I
then
ain't
it's
never had
stop.
nobody
Hold
love me
on,
like the
no.
things that you
That's
didn't talk about.
crazy.
Which way you
But
talking?
Randy,
Ain't no fucking way you just
Listen,
brought up who
listen,
this girl was
listen.
fucking when she was
That's
16.
crazy.
none of that stopped Russell.
No fucking
None of
way
that.
you
None
just
of that
said
stopped
that
Russell.
shit, nigga.
That was
Most
all
of us
bad.
is most of
Men
us
don't
is
like
from
Sierra, boy. I tell
most
you that.
of us is from Detroit, right?
I ain't
You know
never had nobody show
You
me all the
know
things
you
that
know
you
who
didn't show
Russell
me.
Wilson is? Let me tell you something.
Who is Russell Wilson?
Back in the day, I don't know if they still do this. We used to call them bustos, right? Y'all
How
want to
you
have a
know
real
about
conversation?
bustos when you
Y'all want
actually?
to have a real conversation or no?
How you know
you know
about
who Russell
bustos when you
Wilson
want
is?
women to be unflowered, to be flowered?
You know
Boy,
who
can the men get their thoughts out without being cut off, man? Come on.
Russell Wilson is? He was the last dog to the bowl.
He's trying to say the
So
women
basically, you
fell in
saying he
love
was the
with him.
lame nigga.
That's what he's
He
trying
was
to
the
say.
he was
No,
the
you
last
said-
dog to the bowl.
No, he was a whole
Honest
retirement
to
player.
God.
And women should give the lame niggas a chance, but now you.
He
You
said
know what we
retirement
do when
plan.
we see you? Back in the day in high school, for example, it was a chick. She would make the guy.
Childish.
She would make the guy that she liked waited, and then the whole football team had her.
What chicks are y'all talking about? The
Your
damaged
friends.
ones? The damaged autistic ones that were not
The toxic
diagnosed?
section
Trying
right
to figure
there.
it out.
The toxic
The ones
section.
that wasn't comfortable enough to say, hey, I'm not ready for this, so she's just gonna go with the situation.
She's been cutting him off this entire video, bro. Come on.
talked about that
and
before.
Sierra gonna have all of y'all single, saying her prayer.
No, she not.
Saying her prayer, she gonna have all of y'all single.
What is wrong with you?
Because it's not a
Niggas
lot
do
of
not like
Russells.
Sierra.
You know, but here's the thing, because y'all said something about baby fathers. But it's funny because Future will find another one of her.
He got 11.
But most men, especially black men, are not having children out of wedlock. That's a fact.
And she
So,
didn't either.
so
You
even
said
if
they're
we
not?
think about it,
All right, you're right. Black men are
Hold on,
not having
hold on,
children
hold
out of
on.
wedlock, but niggas are.
even if we fix 99% of all men, 1% of the population is what all of y'all gonna chase, And that's the one that's gonna impregnate most of y'all. Most of y'all got baby daddies from the same one that y'all homegirl got a baby daddy from.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way, Anton. You really think people out here fucking behind their friends like that?
Anton just be saying anything.
Yeah, I got a whole
At this point,
show
he's saying
predicated on
anything.
That's because y'all
Somebody
dirty
hurt.
dick
Somebody
asses be
hurt.
doing that. And that's nasty.
We be talking about y'all after y'all leave. Every
hurt
time
about
y'all leave.
We be talking about y'all while y'all there. That's why we be texting on our phone,
we don't
nigga.
care. We don't care. We already got it. We hit it. We good.
And we got the mall trips, we got the dinners, we got our refrigerator full up. That's all we needed anyway, Bookie. Bye.
See, that's why y'all in the situation that y'all in. I'ma fix y'all. I got a new
But why
series
be
called.
mad at a woman for
You
thinking
gotta
like
hold
that?
on. Let him say this bullshit.
Go
You gotta
ahead.
what?
I got a new series called Wife School.
Call what?
Wife school?
Wife School. I'ma fix y'all.
I hope not one of you bitches register for that shit, okay? I hope not one of you motherfuckers register for that. Now I got a wife school. Y'all hoes wanna come learn from me? Hey, I called y'all hoes, my bad.
We can help y'all. We giving away free swallowships after the show.
Now they're just chatting. Yeah, it's always fascinating to me just being a part of these conversations where we're talking about single mothers deserving a second chance at a 1% man, or the decisions for a man with no kids to take on the stepfather role. There's a lot of pros and cons to either way you want to look at the spectrum. It's a lot for the man that's investing themselves into that space. Not everybody's Russell Wilson, bro. Like, brother man called him a retirement plan. Not everyone is a Russell Wilson, and sometimes these women have such high expectations. Like, and I'm not even talking about the ones with kids. I'm talking about the ones without. The ones without kids have these high demands and these high expectations. The standard is now 6'4", 6 figures. Gotta have his own place. Gotta have his own car. Gotta have his shit together. He has to be authoritative. You know, like he has to have a beard. Like they're perfect prototype of a man. They're just seeking perfection. You know what I'm saying? They're seeking perfection, and not one part of them asks themselves, do they deserve it? You know, like we're seeing, especially in modern day, a lot of women of this era lack a lot of self-awareness. You know what I mean? Everything happens to them. There's never really something that they do. And they're making these decisions to bypass the lame nigga, you know what I mean? The boring guy, the square, for the bad boy, you know? And then once the bad boy relationship goes wrong, oh, where are all the good men at? You've ignored them your whole life. But anyway, just my thoughts, man. But this is Baby Daddy at Coming to Dinner, man. This was another Antoine Daniel special. This was pretty good. I'm gonna holler at you guys next video. Hit the like and subscribe button. More content. And I'm gone.